Good morning, students. It's Mr. McMillan. For all my virtual students out there, hopefully you can see this pretty well. What we're going to do is we're going to do a lesson on 1 point perspective. We're going to try to do a city. First thing we're going to do is we're going to just do a line across our paper. It's a line. It doesn't have to be straight. But we're going to need either a straight edge or an envelope or something like that in a minute. Then we're going to So hopefully you will realize what this line is. What is this line? This line is our horizon line. We're going to put a dot right in the middle, somewhere in there. A horizon line doesn't have to be absolutely straight because the world is not straight, so we don't have to worry about that. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a rectangle. And we're going to draw 3 rectangles. And each of these rectangles are going to represent our picture planes. So one of our picture planes is the foreground, one's the middle ground, one's the background. Okay? That's how we're going to initially set it up. Remember, the foreground is anything that's big, the middle ground is anything that's small, medium size, I should say, middle ground, and the background is anything that's kind of small. Okay? So big, medium, small. Okay? Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to use our straight edge. And we're going to go ahead and try to measure this from the corner. We're going to start from our big rectangle here in our foreground. And we're going to put a line from this corner and go from here. And then we're going to line it up. Make sure the ruler or a straight edge doesn't move. So you're going to do this. Then you're going to do this. Now, I could do a line here. But if I did that, that's just going to go through that, and I'm going to turn up erasing it, so I don't have to do that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a parallel line. A parallel line is a line that goes in the same direction as the line beside it. Like this, these 2 lines right here are parallel. I'm going to put a parallel line here that matches with this one. And I'm going to do a line across from here to there. And I'm going to do another parallel line that's also vertical. It's going to go along from here to there. All right. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other 2. I'm going to go ahead and do these 2 real quickly, okay? So hopefully you can see. So everything I do, I have to measure right to this dot. That dot is called the vanishing point. I haven't said it already. This dot is the vanishing point. And I'm not going to worry about stuff that's going to go through the actual rectangle. If it goes through the actual rectangle, I don't need to do it because I'm just going to end up erasing it because I do not want my buildings to be see-through. Okay? So I'm going to erase that here. Erase that here. Now I can get rid of these. Now at this point, once I have this down and I have cubes. Now these aren't buildings, but we're going to turn them into buildings. Okay? And we're going to do this last one right here. So what I want you to do today is to draw these 3 things, and then I want you to make each of these look like buildings, okay? That's all we're going to do. This is part 1 of this lesson. I hope you got a lot out of that. Thank you.